Last 2024 wet season survey, we have marginal increase in all our production, except in millet. Now, what is the driver? They are using improved seeds. Because remember, with climate change challenges, farmers need seeds that are, drought tolerant, that are disease resistant, and they are short duration. All of these things are in the works.
So you're insisting that prices of food is coming down?
Well, definitely, if you go to the market today, prices of certain foods have come down.
But some Nigerians would disagree with you because they argue that government seems to be disconnected from reality. Because when you visit the market, it's a different situation you see on ground.
You see, like I said, go to the market and you will see what you have bought some maybe months back. We are now in the period in which farmers are harvesting.
Okay.
Definitely with more production, it's a matter of economics, supply and demand. And the prices are coming down. But let me tell you, are we happy where we are? No, we are working because the president does not believe in just one flash in the pan solution. He believes in sustainable solution so that we never have to go back to those worries again. And like he has always told us, he desires a Nigeria where no man goes to bed hungry. Okay, to do that, we need to sustain our production. And right now, this dry season, farmers are back in the field. Unlike before, when the dry season is just a low production season.
Okay, Honorable Minister, let's come back to this issue. We just pointed to you that the cost of foodstuffs in the market to the ordinary Nigerians is not coming down, it's just static. You have explained that there are certain improvements. Now, by May, it will be 2 years of this administration. Now, there are certain policies in time past. You highlighted low production and the need for farmers to sustain their productivity. Do we have a system where there's a guarantee of taker for whatever is produced by the farmers? Because no matter what you produce, if the farmer is not guaranteed that everything he produces, he will get it bought off at the prevailing price and at a profit, he won't go into production the following year. What exactly do you have in place to help this?
All right, let me tell you one thing. You see, when it comes to food security, we are not playing politics here. And government is aware that we must intervene in different areas to ensure that at the end of the day, the price of food that comes back for the consumer to be able to buy is something that is affordable. Because when you talk about food security, you are talking about food being available, food being accessible, and at the same time, food being affordable. Affordability is driven by so many factors. The issue of how these things are transported, because the marketers will definitely absorb the cost and pass it on to the consumers. So within this context, for example, we are working to see that the rural access and marketing is addressed. And just 2 weeks ago, or is it about less than a week ago, we had a very massive program here in Abuja looking at the rural access and agricultural marketing program of the federal government, where the state will now have $600 million coming in to support the state so that all of this rural access that is hampering, evacuation of produce to market is going to be addressed. And that's why I said, while we know there are challenges, we cannot just like a magic one touch, everything is gone. No. But we know exactly what the problems are. And we are working to make sure that we drive the process towards a sustainable path where production can be guaranteed, evacuation can be guaranteed, and that way prices can also come down.
Let me quickly take you on this. You said you're partnering with states for this rural access.
Yes.
But you see, if you go back to most of these states, you look at them that there's this gradual pullback from agricultural production, because really the federal government don't have the land. It is the states that have the land.
I think you are not getting what is happening. Maybe and let me break it down for you.
Okay.
Just Sunday, that is yesterday, day before yesterday, I came back from Kaduna, where the governor of Kaduna State, His Excellency Senator Ubasani, flagged off his dry season production with solar-powered, what do they call it, irrigation pumps, tractors, what do they call it, I think agrochemicals, fertilizers, and the like, to support farmers within the ambit of the dry season. And what happened? Out of the partnership we're having with Kaduna State, last year they went into wheat production. Okay. I was there in the field. And because of the success they saw, the potential for them to go into dry season farming was further amplified. And that was what led to this. And so, Jigawa State, today my colleague, Senator Abubakar is heading to Jigawa State to see what is happening in the field. Now, I want to tell you, we know this is a federation. And that if you say the lands are in the state, the lands are also in the local government. Because every state has local government. Exactly. And that is where all of these activities are taking place. What I want to assure you is that we are working together with them because as a federation, there are components of this program that we must drive, provide leadership. And that is exactly what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing. And in everything we are doing, for example, when we distributed fertilizer, all the states we are allocated these fertilizers so that they will support their operations at the grassroots. And at the same time, encouraging them to take agriculture very seriously. In fact, when I went for this program, Kaduna State reported 12% of Kaduna State budget is for agriculture. From a partly less than 1 billion, he has raised it to about 20-something billion. So this is what is happening. And all of it is due to the leadership of the president, where he believes every component part must pull together if Nigeria is to be rescued from this continuous up and down of the food prices. And remember, our potentials are so huge. But people are tired of potentials. People want reality on the ground. And just recently, I will tell you in the ministry, we have mechanization program, 4 mechanization program, so that farmers will stop using hoe and cutlass. And this mechanization program is designed not just to bring the tractors. We have the operators is more or less like government enabled, but private sector driven. Now, each one of them will definitely also have service centers in each of the local government. So that it's not just to say you have tractors. If the tractors break down, who will repair them? So youths will also be trained in all of these things.